Quantum physics is about energies. People have forgotten the concepts of quantum physics. Ayurveda been studied from 5000 years. During ancient times, they were doing a lot of meditation and they were getting energies from the cosmics. In our time, whatever our parents say, where used to ask us to take, we used to take. We used to never question them. When we speak loud about quantum Ayurveda, people will start, thinking that what quantum and what Ayurveda. Scientists also know that about quantum physics, quantum chemistry. They also believe in this energy. And why research is not happening on that? Now robots are doing surgeries for you. In the future, a machine can scan you and then tell you what the body's organs are not performing well.
Today on the Nutrify Today Boardroom Series Light, brought to you by Greenspace Herbs, the quantum Ayurveda company, we have a visionary who is rewriting the rules of wellness. Mr. Shafiullah Nuruddin is not just a leader. He's a bridge between 5,000 years of ancient Ayurvedic wisdom and the cutting-edge frontiers of 21st century technology. From quantum physics to electronics engineering, AI and Ayurveda, he's pioneered quantum Ayurveda, a revolutionary approach that turns age-old herbs into high-impact, scientifically measurable wellness solutions. Today, he's here to take us behind the curtain of Greenspace's innovations and show us how ancient science is meeting modern technology in ways the world has never seen before. Shafiullah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Quantum physics, electronic engineering, AI, and Ayurveda, this sounds like the avengers of science and tradition. I mean, that's quite something. How did you even bring these two worlds together?
See, as Ayurveda, we know from many ancient times how Ayurveda has evolved over a period of time. Artificial intelligence is the one platform where we can bring in all these formulas together. It's a highly data curated system. And then electron engineering is about measuring. You need to measure the activities, what is happening. If you are just oral, nobody believes you, nobody trusts you. It has to be there. Quantum physics is about energies, about frequencies, These were missing from a very long time. In Ayurveda, we were talking about all doshas and things like that. During ancient times, during the sages and all, they were doing a lot of meditations and they were getting energies from the cosmics. And they were transforming into the medicine factors and then they were healing the people around them. And in this industry now, people have forgotten the concepts of quantum physics. The energy is part of it. That is where we at Greenspace, we have evolved to make some differences and to make a big impact on the nutraceutical industry as well.
You're about to launch the world's first quantum Ayurveda ingredients portfolio. Are we talking about herbs with superpowers now? Is that it?
No, it's actually not a superpower. What we are doing in our Greenspace herbs, all these ingredients, there is a provision where there is a 10%, 15% of moisture content in the products, whatever we manufacture. There is a possibility of the energy infused into those water molecules as well. This is what we want to bring as a change into the process of nutraceutical industry, what we are doing.
So how do you infuse? I mean, without giving away trade secrets here, I'm not asking for anything that you shouldn't be saying. But how is it that you can infuse, energy into the water molecules, into these ingredients?
There is a chamber called as acoustic chambers where, the frequencies, the different frequencies we can infuse on the particles. Like it has been done in NASA's, in aeroplanes and all for testing. They use these all frequencies to measure. And recently we have come up with one very beautiful system where we have seen in the acoustic chambers, we were just, bombarding the frequency of the ingredient frequency. The same frequencies are being used into that. And the two frequencies, they combine together and they form a resonance.
I see.
And that is what we are trying to do. And it is already there.
And how does that exactly work? Does that resonate with the person's body?
Absolutely. That is how it is. Because in the body, every organ has got its own frequency and energies.
So now most people think Ayurveda is about, plants, herbs, oils, ancient wisdom. You got to deep dive a little bit into it. Where does electronics engineering fit in without, shocking the turmeric?
Electronic engineering here in this particular nutraceutical industry, along with the herbs and whatever we are trying to play around, we need some device to work on the measuring of all these energies. Electron device, and we are coming up with some surprise wearable device in the supply side west, where we actually measure the dosas of an individual by wearing that the wearables, and they actually they tell you what dosas are there and what energies are lacking in your body, whether it's very high or whether it's low, how you are going to use a quantum Ayurveda products to make your life healthier.
So that's also something new, because normally you have to go through a whole list of questions and answers to find out which dosha is more prominent in your bodies, whether you're a vata, you're a pitta, you're a kapha.
Yes, that's right.
But now you've got something that
Wearable,
a
yeah.
wearable that.
Like
Tell me more.
Yeah.
I get very interested. I wear wearables, but to find out about, an Ayurvedic wearable, that's something that's incredible. I'd love to know more.
That's going to change the perspective of diagnosing what exactly is happening. Like how we measure BP
Yes.
and the heartbeat, pulse rates, and all. It's all through the nerves,
Yes.
right? The pulse beats.
So it's
There
like
is
a
a called
bracelet.
as Nadi
Yes.
thing is there.
Yes.
So that technology we are using as a wearable device, and it describes us what dosha, and it describes your percentages as well. What percentage dosas you are running around? Are you a moderate healthy, or you are you have a severe health issues? Based on that, we are going to design. Greenspace is going to design quantum Ayurveda products for each doshas. That's going to
That
get.
is fascinating. Like what kind of products? I'd like to
The products are
know more.
yeah. We are actually working on 5 individual products, like on women health wellness. We are working on cognitive the segment, and we are
So it's like
working on.
Brahmi, but with a different vibration.
Yes, no, it's not an individual ingredient. We have a 2 products line. That is one individual lines we have, like curcumin or ashwagandha or bocopa. Each ingredient also will have an infused energy in that.
Right.
That is how it makes a difference. The difference between the regular branded ingredients is that they specify you will have to take 60 milligram, 80 milligram, 100 milligram.
Basis your doshas and basis your requirement.
No, that is the companies which are now presently they are doing in that way. But what we are trying to do is, why there is no consistency in the dosage form.
Okay.
Why everybody says their product is far superior, but nobody has gone to the cellular level and check whether how much exactly is required for you. That is what we are deriving here at the Quantum Ayurveda. We specify giving that energy levels inside the lattice of the extract,
Right.
and that is going to work far much better than what is required to the
So
body.
you were saying one is a women's product, one is for cognitive health.
Diabetic neuropathy we are doing,
Okay.
and then we are doing for joint and muscle pains also we're doing. And there are a couple of things which lined up, and I don't want to.
Okay, you don't want to give away too many secrets, I can understand. But here's a big one. You're presenting at Supply Side West in Las Vegas, a global stage. So how do you make sure that the West understands the depth of Ayurveda without losing its authenticity? Because, they look at Ayurveda from another
perspective
perspective altogether.
Yeah. See, Western countries are very much aware of Ayurveda now.
Yes.
The basics of Ayurveda, most of them, and
Everyone talks about ashwagandha.
Yeah, ashwagandha, curcumin, and
Yes,
there are
curcumin, which is
there are
turmeric.
actually 7,000 herbs which are already prescribed in our Ayurveda textbooks. But very few and very popular, like 10 to 15 ingredients are popular in the world. Rest, everything is there forgotten. And why research is not happening on that? And why everybody is doing me-to-me products? And you see, whenever we go to the supply side, you see there are hundreds of companies doing same
The
curcumin,
exact
same
same thing.
ashwagandha.
Yes. How do you choose?
What
What differentiates?
Yeah, the dosage is what they are differentiating. But that doesn't serve, that doesn't claim their purpose what they are doing it. But here, to make them understand, we are doing consumer education first. This quantum Ayurveda itself is a new concept.
Yes.
And we are, mainly focusing on Gen Z and millennials, because in our time, whatever our parents say, whatever friends, relatives used to ask us to take, we used to take.
Yes.
We used to never question them.
Gen
But
Zs
now-
and millennials, they want proof.
They want
And
proof,
validation. Yes.
scientific validation. That we already are doing education programs as well. By the time we go to the supply side west, people will be aware of what Greenspace is doing, what is quantum Ayurveda. That's
Now,
right.
AI in Ayurveda, does that mean we'll have chatbots prescribing herbs based on our frequency someday? Is that a possibility somewhere?
Yeah, there is a large scope for innovations. What exactly AI? We already have been using AI formulas already. The 5 products what we spoke to you about this
Yes.
is it's all about AI. AI actually helps us to get into formula very faster.
Yes.
But it selects the best ingredients which is available in the curated data, and it shoots out with a beautiful formula. And with that formula, my scientists, my R&Ds also, they try to correlate, and they understand with the ancient textbooks and things like that. We do a fine tuning of that product
Do you do
here.
trials on people?
Yeah. See, after this, where there is a sequence of trials happening: in vivo, in vitro, then it goes for the human studies, it goes for toxicology studies. Without toxicology studies, you cannot sell any ingredient in the US market. We are far much better.
Series of trials.
Series of
that it
trials.
goes
We
through.
do that. We do.
Okay. But AI coming into Ayurveda is such, firstly, quantum physics and Ayurveda, that's a combination in itself. And AI helps you bring those formulations together.
Together. And it also says that which countries, regulatories are accepting these ingredients. That's very challenging. The many companies, they develop a product and then they go to, register their products, like say in Japan.
And they find that.
The regulatory bodies don't allow you to do that.
So the
have to
Nutrify
know.
Genie AI app is the one that has all the information, all
Yes.
the data.
Absolutely.
It helps you put it together. What prevents this happening with another company? You're the first to do it.
Yeah. Now, this is open. Actually, the products which we have purchased from Nutrify Journey will be freezed for 5 years. These formulas will be not given to
So you'll have a
anybody else.
patent. You have a patent
Yeah.
on it.
We will have a patent. We will have the control of the entire formula. And like this, they have 10,000 formulas readily available.
Oh, wow.
And these, we don't know in the future. A machine can scan you and then tell you what the body's organs are not performing well, and it can suggest you the ingredients as well. We don't
And
know
this is
future
where,
can
this is,
come.
who does this?
No, it can happen in future.
It can happen in
the
future. That just a scan can tell you
Yeah,
what is
what is-
in good functioning order, what isn't.
Yeah. And it's all happening now. Now robots are doing surgeries to you. How precisely they are doing. Fantastic.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
Yes.
The same thing can happen in Ayurveda as well. You don't know. Scope is very large.
Scope is very large. And what used to first be called, grandma's little recipes. And I mean, the world is going back to them. The world is
Yeah.
waking up to that again.
That's right.
I mean, haldi was just a part of our daily
Daily.
diet, and nobody took haldi seriously until the tablets started coming out, and people started talking about not turmeric, but the curcumin from inside, and the
Curcuminoids.
and
That's the
yes,
active
and
ingredient.
the piperine with it gives it the the
Bioavailability.
benefits. Yes, yes. But tell me something, Shafi. How do you measure something as subtle as energy in an ingredient and still have the data stand up in front of the world's toughest scientists?
We have machines to measure all these ingredients. We have Raman spectrophotometer, we have NMR, and we have SEM and TEM. All these instruments, are required to capture the photographs of the things what we are doing, and it measures what frequencies exactly. And even NASA has got the frequencies they've already mapped for all the human beings. Each organ has got which frequency levels. It's already there.
So that's
That
data
is
that's
available.
is available for everyone to use.
For everyone to use. Based on those data, it is
So some of
better
the
for us.
work of quantum Ayurveda has been done
Already,
by
yes.
NASA.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And see who we were getting help from, the big guys.
That's
So
right.
they've already mapped how the human...
The organs, what frequencies, what energies are there. It's all, everything is there. And see, the beauty of designing a product lies here. See, if you have a liver energies are very down, you cannot ask somebody to have Bacopa. Bacopa is good for brain and things like that. That is only because the energies doesn't map together. For liver, you need to have an ingredient like andrographis paniculata, like you need to have another ingredient where those energies are mapped with your liver energy. That is where the product works better.
Did you study Ayurveda?
No. It's out of experience. I have 30 years of experience in this field. I know about 70 to 80.
In engineering and Ayurveda
and
together.
Ayurveda together.
Because as a combination of two subject matters also, it is so vastly different and so
That's right.
vastly far apart from each other that
That's right.
to even bring them together in the same conversation
Yeah,
is
yeah.
also something that is very different and unique, because you're merging 5,000 years of tradition with 21st century tech. Now, which side is harder to convince when it comes to this? The traditionalists or the scientists?
The hardest part is to convince consumers, not these two people.
No, because the Ayurveda people, do they, like the people from the community that is connected to Ayurveda, are they convinced with this? With
Not everybody. See, we have couple of Ayurvedic doctors with us, and they also have understood, because Ayurveda been studied from 5,000 years back,
yes,
and they all know that this is not only with the ingredient.
yes,
This is something to do with energies as well.
yes, yes.
They know that.
Yes,
Scientists also know that about quantum physics, quantum chemistry. They also believe in this energy.
right.
That is where we were very, very comfortable to bring these two people together. And we have, in my company, we have some 3-4 scientists who are really working on these.
Are the scientists
energies.
and the Ayurvedic doctors friends?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
they
they
are
get
already.
along.
I've made them together to work together too for a decent cause for what is happening.
And how
Yeah.
do you get a person who's a layman, who's who's curious? Like, for example, I know a little bit of the Ayurvedic medicines that there are. Say somebody who doesn't know much about either quantum physics or Ayurveda. How do you get that customer in?
Yeah, it's only through education. It's only through education and to make him understand. But these products, it's very difficult for us to go and educate a common layman, and then it's very difficult for him to understand. But for Gen Zs and millennials, it is very easy for us to convince. Now, this is a movement what we are creating. It cannot happen over a time.
Right.
It needs a long time to have. And here, it is not only for Greenspace what we are doing. We want to bring all the nutraceutical companies to one platform. Hey, look, here is the science. Why don't you take the science and do better products?
But
Why?
you have a patent
No, we
over
are
it for-
open. We want to give this technology. It is as good as like Intel, right? Intel goes into all the laptops, but the inside technology is about Intel.
Yes.
That is what we are also trying to do. We
I
want to give
understand.
these the measuring.
You
things.
want the Intel to go out
Intel
there
to go out
and for quantum Ayurveda to become another way of healing the world.
Because we want to give health to
Yes.
human beings. The
Yes.
main purpose is to support human beings to have healthier life.
And the quantum Ayurveda products, are they mostly, preventive
Yes.
or curative?
No. It's a preventive. Body is a mission. We have preventive measures for everything, whatever runs, like textile machines, like aircraft. We do all things. But for human beings, there is no preventive medicine. It's only everybody starts worrying when you fall sick, when you have cancer, when you have chronic diseases. You think at that time. Why don't you think before?
So with preventive medicine, it's very difficult to measure its efficacy, right? You are giving, how do you measure for positive outcomes?
That's what it's with the doshas test what we are looking, and then after the doshas test, we will make them some, like if you want to go reduce your weight, apart from the Nutra or dietary supplement, they will ask you to do a couple of things, right? The food habits has to change. You have to do
Yes.
exercises.
At the end of the
Yeah,
day, it's got to be holistic.
Holistic, yeah,
Yes.
it has to be holistic.
Wow. I am absolutely fascinated. I would like you to please send me a hamper. I want to be your first customer over here in
Right on.
India. You don't need to convince me. I'm already convinced. Shafi, final one. If quantum Ayurveda were a Hollywood movie, would it be a science fiction blockbuster, or would it be a documentary that makes people rethink reality?
Initially, when everybody listens about it, it's a scientific fiction only. But we want to make it a reality.
How about calling it scientific reality?
Scientific reality. We will. That is the reason why. Because when we speak loud about quantum Ayurveda, people will start, thinking that what quantum and what Ayurveda. They don't go well with that. And how is that this guy is going to prove that? Because of that, we have set a standard. In our nutraceutical industries, what everybody does is we have a protocol to analyze the ingredient. like microbiology analysis, the pesticides, the heavy metals, and all. What we do is we do all these tests, and we add another two tests. We declare the resonance value of the ingredients what we use in our product. The resonance value, it is a third party tested, certified, and it is being allowed by all the other countries. Is like TUV is there, Eurofins is there. We want to prove ourselves that this is what we are doing with the evidence. And back to this, we are doing clinical studies, trials we are doing. Nobody can question us.
Well, what is the one thing we've not talked about that we should have talked about as far as quantum Ayurveda is concerned?
Yeah, quantum Ayurveda is a movement. It is not a product. It is a revolution what we want to bring in the nutraceutical field. Without quantum Ayurveda, I don't think that nutraceutical business will move as faster as what it is required. This is required. I just tell you one thing like these NZs and the millennials are very fast. We have 60, 70 years of age to live. Are we sure that the next generation can live 40, 50 years, 60 years? The age span, because of their food habits, the speed, the way they are progressing, I don't think they live healthy. What is that we are thinking about their life? How does we are going to support them? We have to prevent their health. That is only possible with quantum Ayurveda products.
You heard it. You heard it from Shafi himself. What an inspiring conversation with Shafiullah Nuruddin, the man who brought quantum Ayurveda from concept to reality. From the merging ancient Ayurvedic principles with modern quantum science to presenting these innovations on global stages, we've witnessed how vision, science, and tradition can dance together to create something truly transformative. Thank you, Shafiullah, for sharing your journey, your insights, and the story of Greenspace Herbs. Shafi, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We really enjoyed the conversation.
Thanks a lot.
And to our viewers, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Nutrify Today Boardroom Series Lite. As we close this chapter, remember the world of wellness is evolving faster than ever, and quantum Ayurveda is leading the charge. Stay curious, stay inspired, and get ready, because the next episode promises even more breakthroughs, innovation, and conversations that will shape the future of health.